Rich Inner Frequency, written and published by Rich Audiobooks. Wealth exists first as an energetic frequency before it manifests in material form. Just as radio waves travel through space carrying specific information that can be received and translated into sound, the vibration of wealth moves through the universe carrying patterns of abundance, prosperity, and flow that can be received and translated into tangible resources in your life. This vibrational nature of wealth explains why two people can take identical external actions yet experience dramatically different financial results. While strategy and skill matter, they serve primarily as channels through which wealth energy can flow. The determining factor is whether someone's internal frequency is actually tuned to the wavelength of prosperity. Many chase money through hustle and force, while maintaining an inner vibration of lack, struggle, and unworthiness, creating resistance in the energetic circuitry through which abundance naturally wants to flow. You can detect wealth frequency in others before seeing any evidence of their financial status. Those operating at a prosperity vibration carry themselves with a distinctive energetic signature, a quiet confidence and natural expectation of sufficiency. Your current wealth frequency is broadcasting 24/7 through your energy field, thoughts, emotions, and beliefs about money, acting like a tuning fork that attracts experiences matching its particular resonance. This book reveals how to deliberately shift your frequency from scarcity to abundance, transforming you from someone who occasionally tunes into wealth to someone who constantly embodies and transmits the vibration of prosperity. The journey begins with accepting that wealth is fundamentally vibrational rather than purely physical. When you adjust your inner frequency first, the outer manifestation of abundance becomes natural and inevitable. Lesson 1. The vibration of wealth. Wealth exists first as an energetic frequency before it manifests in material form. Just as radio waves travel through space carrying specific information that can be received and translated into sound, the vibration of wealth moves through the universe carrying patterns of abundance, prosperity, and flow that can be received and translated into tangible resources in your life. The vibrational nature of wealth explains why two people can take identical external actions yet experience dramatically different financial results. While strategy and skill matter, they serve primarily as channels through which wealth energy can flow. The determining factor is whether someone's internal frequency is actually tuned to the wavelengths of prosperity. Many chase money through hustle and force while maintaining an inner vibration of lack, struggle, and unworthiness. This creates resistance in the energetic circuitry through which abundance naturally wants to flow. You can detect wealth frequency in others before seeing any evidence of their financial status. Those operating at a prosperity vibration carry themselves with a distinctive energetic signature, a quiet confidence, an ease around resources, and a natural expectation of sufficiency. They're not necessarily loud or showy. In fact, true wealth frequency often feels understated yet magnetic, like a quiet hum of well-fill rather than anxious striving. Your current wealth frequency is broadcasting 24/7 through your energy field, thoughts, emotions, and beliefs about money. This transmission acts like a tuning fork, attracting experiences that match its particular resonance. If you're operating at a scarcity frequency, you'll unconsciously tune into and draw more situations that reinforce that wavelength, regardless of your conscious desires for abundance. The good news is that frequencies can be deliberately shifted through awareness and practice. Just as a radio can be tuned to different stations, you can adjust your prosperity vibration to better receive and transmit wealth energy. This isn't about forcing fake positivity or denying financial challenges. It's about doing the inner work to genuinely raise your set point around money and resources. Start by simply observing your current wealth frequency without judgment. Notice how you feel when you check your bank account, pay bills, or make spending decisions. Pay attention to your habitual thoughts and statements about money. What's the energetic tone of your relationship with wealth? Does it feel light or heavy, expansive or constrictive, peaceful or anxious? Your wealth frequency was likely set early through family patterns, cultural conditioning, and personal experiences with money. These formative influences created grooves in your energetic field, default settings that may no longer serve your highest prosperity. Bringing awareness to these patterns is the first step in choosing a new frequency. Shifting to a higher wealth vibration requires consistency and patience. Like building strength or flexibility, it happens through regular practice rather than sporadic effort. The key is maintaining unwavering focus on the frequency you want to embody, while releasing resistance to having it manifest. This means celebrating evidence of abundance while remaining unattached to specific outcomes. As you progress through this book, you'll learn precise techniques for clearing prosperity blocks, raising your wealth frequency, and stabilizing at a new vibrational set point. You'll discover how to detect when you're broadcasting on a poverty wavelength and adjust back to abundance. Most importantly, you'll develop the capacity to hold steady at a high prosperity frequency regardless of external circumstances. The journey begins with accepting that wealth is fundamentally vibrational rather than purely physical. When you adjust your inner frequency first, the outer manifestation of abundance becomes natural and inevitable rather than a constant struggle. Your energy field becomes an open channel through which prosperity can flow freely. This is the art and science of becoming a clear broadcaster of the wealth frequency. Lesson 2. Clearing inner static. Like a radio seeking perfect reception, our ability to tune into wealth consciousness depends on eliminating the interference that clouds our signal. This static comes in many forms: limiting beliefs, childhood programming, and deep-seated fears about money that create energetic noise in our prosperity frequency. These disruptions often originate in our earliest experiences with money. Perhaps you witnessed your parents fighting about finances, absorbed messages that money is the root of all evil, or developed a belief that wealth only comes through struggle and sacrifice. These formative experiences create static that continues to affect your wealth frequency today, even if you're no longer consciously aware of them. The scarcity wounds we carry run particularly deep. Every time you were told we can't afford that, felt shame about having less than others, or internalized the idea that wanting more was somehow wrong, these experiences create energetic interference. This static manifests as hesitation when opportunities arise, resistance to receiving, and an underlying anxiety about money that disrupts your prosperity frequency. To clear this interference, we must first bring awareness to these patterns without judgment. Notice how your body responds when you think about money. Where do you feel tension, constriction, or unease? These physical sensations are clues to where static exists in your energetic field. Rather than trying to force these feelings away, simply observe them with curiosity and compassion. The clearing process requires us to question the validity of our inherited beliefs about wealth. Who told you that money is hard to come by? What evidence do you have that you don't deserve abundance? As you examine these assumptions, you'll likely find they are based more on others' limitations than any universal truth about prosperity. Emotional clearing is equally vital to eliminating static. Many of us carry unexpressed grief, anger, or shame around past financial experiences. These stuck emotions create energetic blocks that must be released. Through conscious breathing, movement, sound, or whatever modality resonates with you, allow these feelings to flow through and out of your field. The frequency clearing meditation provides a powerful tool for this work. As you sit in silence, imagine a golden light flowing through your body, dissolving areas of resistance and static around money. See this light transmuting old patterns into pure potential energy that can be redirected toward your prosperity. Feel your frequency becoming clearer and stronger with each breath. Burn with affirmations while in this cleared state helps install new, supportive beliefs about wealth. Rather than trying to convince yourself of something you don't yet believe, allow these statements to arise naturally from your newly cleaned frequency. I am worthy of abundance. Money flows to me easily. I trust in the universe's infinite supply. As your static clears, you may notice old memories and emotions surfacing to be released. Welcome these as signs of deeper clearing taking place. Each layer of interference you dissolve creates more space for wealth consciousness to flow freely through you. Your natural state is one of clear reception. You're simply removing what blocks that innate capacity. This clearing work continues as an ongoing practice. Just as radio static can rebuild over time, our prosperity frequency requires regular maintenance to stay clean and clear. The key is to approach this process with patience and self-compassion, knowing that each small shift in awareness helps tune you more precisely to the frequency of wealth. Lesson 3. Soul-level deservingness. The relationship between self-worth and net worth runs far deeper than most realize. While society often frames wealth as something to be earned through hard work and strategy alone, The truth is that our deepest beliefs about what we deserve create an energetic ceiling that no amount of external effort can break through. This connection between inner worthiness and outer abundance operates at the soul level, beyond the realm of conscious thought or conventional financial planning. Consider how effortlessly some people attract wealth, while others struggle despite similar skills and opportunities. The key difference often lies in their soul's innate sense of deservingness. Those who feel fundamentally worthy tend to naturally align with prosperity, while those carrying ancient wounds around value and deservingness unconsciously push abundance away. These patterns of worthiness or unworthiness usually trace back through lifetimes, creating what many traditions call soul contracts, agreements made at the spiritual level that shape our earthly experience of prosperity. The good news is that these soul-level patterns can be transformed through conscious awareness and energetic realignment. The first step is recognizing that abundance is your divine birthright. The universe is fundamentally abundant. Just look at the countless stars in the galaxy or the millions of seeds produced by a single flower. Scarcity is a human construct, not a universal truth. When you truly internalize this reality, you begin to see that any limits on your prosperity stem from learned unworthiness rather than cosmic law. Expanding your capacity to receive is crucial for elevating your soul's deservingness set point. Many spiritual seekers unconsciously equate material simplicity with spiritual virtue, creating an energetic resistance to wealth. But true abundance encompasses all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Just as you deserve to receive love, joy, and wisdom, you equally deserve material prosperity. The key is releasing the either/or mentality and embracing the both/and possibility of being both spiritually evolved and materially abundant. Your soul holds the memory of every experience of lack, loss, and limitation across lifetimes. These memories create an energetic imprint that attracts similar experiences until the pattern is consciously broken. Take time to connect with these deeper wounds around deservingness. Perhaps you carry the energy of poverty vows from past lives as a monk or nun. Maybe you're working through ancestral patterns of deprivation and struggle. By bringing awareness to these soul-level blocks, you begin the process of liberation. The practice of reclaiming your divine right to prosperity requires consistent energetic attention. Start by placing your hand on your heart and declaring, "I deserve abundance," several times daily. Notice what resistance arises. Notice what resistance reveal where your soul still harbors doubt about its worthiness. Rather than fighting these doubts, simply observe them with compassion while continuing to affirm your inherent right to thrive. Over time, this gentle persistence helps rewire your soul's prosperity programming. Expanding your deservingness is not about becoming someone new, but rather about returning to your natural state of abundance consciousness. Your soul is already infinitely worthy. You're simply removing the layers of conditioning that obscure this truth. As you steadily raise your deservingness vibration, you'll find yourself naturally attracting greater prosperity with less effort. Your outer reality will increasingly reflect your inner knowing that you deserve all the richness life has to offer. The path to true wealth requires healing the gap between your soul's infinite worth and your conscious experience of deservingness. As you bring these aspects into alignment, you establish an unshakable foundation for lasting prosperity. Your net worth can only grow to the level that your self-worth allows. By doing this deep, soul-level work, you remove the invisible barriers to receiving the abundance that is rightfully yours. Lesson 4. Aligning frequency and intent. The delicate dance between what we say we want and what we energetically broadcast creates the foundation of our prosperity. Like a radio transmitter, we must ensure our stated intentions match our inner frequency for clear reception of wealth. Too often we declare ambitious financial goals while unconsciously emanating frequencies of doubt, unworthiness, or resistance. This misalignment between our conscious desires and subconscious broadcasts creates static in our wealth manifestation. Consider someone who verbally affirms their desire for a seven-figure income, while their energy field contracts in fear at the mere thought of handling large sums of money. Their words say yes, while their frequency says no, resulting in mixed signals to the universe. To detect these incongruencies, pay attention to your body's response when you state your financial intentions. Does your chest tighten? Does your breathing become shallow? Does your stomach knot? These physical reactions reveal where your conscious goals and unconscious frequencies clash. Rather than pushing through these signals, treat them as valuable feedback guiding you toward authentic alignment. True frequency intent alignment occurs when your entire being resonates with your stated prosperity goals. This means your thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and energy field all harmonize around your intention. When you declare, "I am ready to receive abundant wealth," your whole system should expand with excitement and receptivity rather than contract with fear or disbelief. Creating this alignment requires careful calibration. Start by setting intentions that feel stretching yet believable to your current frequency. If the idea of making millions instantly triggers resistance, begin with an income goal that creates excitement without activating fear. As your frequency naturally elevates through consistent inner work, you can gradually expand your intentions while maintaining energetic congruence. The alignment process also involves examining the quality of your intent. Are you pursuing wealth from a frequency of lack and desperation, or from a place of creative contribution and joyful expansion? The underlying frequency matters more than the specific dollar amount. A smaller goal pursued from high-frequency motivation will manifest more easily than a larger one broadcast through low-frequency energy. Your language provides another key to detecting misalignment. Notice the words you use when discussing money and success. Do you speak of trying to create wealth or hoping things work out? These tentative expressions reveal frequency doubt. Shift to decisive language that matches your intention. "I am creating wealth," or "I am expanding my prosperity." Let your words carry the full force of your aligned energy. Alignment is dynamic, not static. Your frequency naturally fluctuates throughout each day. Regular check-ins help you notice when you've drifted out of alignment with your intentions. The moment you detect misalignment, pause to reset your frequency through breath, movement, visualization, or whatever tools resonate. This maintains the clear signal needed for your prosperity to flow. The ultimate aim is to reach a state where your entire being becomes a unified broadcast of wealth consciousness. Your intentions arise naturally from your elevated frequency rather than being imposed from the outside. You no longer need to force alignment because your energy field automatically attracts and creates prosperity. This is the power of true frequency and harmony. Your wealth goals manifest with grace because they simply express who you've become at the deepest level. Lesson 5. Tuning in to abundance daily. Your relationship with abundance is cultivated through daily practice, much like tending to a garden or maintaining a musical instrument. Each morning presents a fresh opportunity to set your inner frequency to the vibration of wealth, and every choice throughout your day either strengthens or weakens this prosperity signal. The most powerful time to establish your wealth frequency is during the first hour after waking. In these precious moments, your consciousness is most receptive to programming, and the tone you set reverberates throughout your entire day. Begin by taking 3 deep breaths while placing your hands over your heart center. As you breathe, imagine golden light filling your body, carrying the essence of infinite abundance. Let this light expand until it surrounds you in a glowing sphere of prosperity consciousness. Your environment plays a crucial role in maintaining this high-frequency state. Consider your immediate surroundings as either abundance amplifiers or dampeners. Clean, organized spaces that contain elements of beauty and value naturally uplift your prosperity vibration. Place symbols of wealth in your line of sight, perhaps a prosperity crystal, a piece of art that represents abundance, or even a simple fresh flower. These visual anchors serve as constant reminders to stay tuned to the frequency of wealth. Throughout the day, your wealth frequency will encounter various challenges and potential disruptions. Bills arrive, unexpected expenses occur, or you might witness others struggling financially. These moments call for conscious retuning. Develop the habit of performing quick energy alignments whenever you handle money or engage in financial discussions. Before checking your bank balance or paying bills, pause and reconnect with your inner abundance. This simple practice transforms routine financial tasks from potential frequency drains into opportunities for strengthening your prosperity consciousness. Music carries profound power to influence your energetic state. Create a prosperity playlist that evokes feelings of abundance, success, and infinite possibility. Classical compositions in 432 Hz frequency, nature sounds, or even modern songs that make you feel wealthy and empowered can help maintain your desired vibration. Play this music during your morning routine while working or during your commute to stay connected to the abundance frequency. Physical movement serves as another powerful tool for daily frequency maintenance. Your body is an antenna for prosperity consciousness, and specific movements can help you better receive and transmit the wealth vibration. Simple practices like standing with your arms raised to the sky, palm up, while feeling the flow of abundance, or doing gentle swaying movements while visualizing yourself as a prosperity beacon can significantly impact your energetic state. The language you use throughout the day directly affects your wealth frequency. Notice the words you choose when discussing money, success, or resources. Replace scarcity-based phrases with language that reflects abundance. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," shift to, "I'm choosing to direct my resources elsewhere." Rather than, "That's too expensive," try, "That's an interesting investment to consider." These subtle shifts maintain your prosperity frequency, even when making decisions not to spend. Human routine provides a final opportunity to strengthen your wealth frequency before sleep. Take a few moments to review the day's abundance manifestations, no matter how small. Acknowledge every instance of receiving, from the morning coffee someone bought you to the unexpected refund that arrived. As you drift off to sleep, imagine your prosperity frequency radiating outward, touching everything in your life and attracting even greater abundance while you rest. Maintaining your wealth frequency is not about constant monitoring or rigid practice. It's about creating natural rhythms and habits that keep you effortlessly tuned to prosperity. Let your daily abundance practices feel like acts of self-love rather than obligations. As you consistently tend to your prosperity frequency, you'll find it becomes increasingly stable and resilient, requiring less conscious effort to maintain while producing greater results in your external reality. Lesson 6. Holding the wealth vibe in chaos. Life has a way of testing our prosperity consciousness when we least expect it. The car breaks down, the stock market dips, a client cancels, or an unexpected bill arrives. These moments of financial turbulence reveal the true strength of our wealth frequency, not during easy times, but when chaos strikes. The ability to maintain your abundance vibration during challenges is what separates those who experience temporary success from those who build lasting prosperity. Think of your wealth frequency like a radio signal. When the weather is clear, it's easy to maintain perfect reception. But when storms roll in, that's when you need a powerful transmitter and the skill to stay tuned to your station. Financial setbacks aren't just practical challenges. They're frequency tests that invite us to demonstrate our commitment to prosperity consciousness. Each challenge presents an opportunity to strengthen our wealth vibration rather than defaulting to scarcity patterns. The key is recognizing that external circumstances don't have to dictate your internal frequency. Just as a lighthouse remains steady regardless of the storms around it, your prosperity consciousness can stay bright even when your financial waters get choppy. This requires developing what I call the resilient wealth mindset, the ability to hold your high frequency even as temporary evidence suggests otherwise. When chaos hits, most people immediately drop their wealth frequency and slip into fear, worry, and scarcity thinking. Their inner dialogue shifts to, "I can't afford this," or "Why does this always happen to me?" This emotional downturn actually attracts more challenging circumstances by aligning with a lower frequency. The art is learning to respond rather than react, to pause and consciously choose to maintain your prosperity vibration even as you address the practical situation at hand. This doesn't mean denying reality or pretending everything is fine when it isn't. Rather, it means remaining centered in the truth that temporary circumstances don't define your wealth potential. You can acknowledge a financial challenge while still holding the frequency of abundance. It's similar to how you might experience a rainy day while knowing the sun still exists behind the clouds. Developing this capacity requires practice. Start with small challenges and gradually build your resilience for bigger ones. When a triggering situation arises, immediately focus on your breath and connect to your wealth frequency before taking any action. Remind yourself that this is a test of your prosperity consciousness. Choose language that maintains your high vibration. Solutions are flowing to me. I always land on my feet. The most powerful approach is to actually use challenges to strengthen your wealth frequency rather than weaken it. Each time you successfully maintain your prosperity consciousness during difficulty, you're building energetic muscle. You're proving to yourself and the universe that your abundance isn't dependent on external conditions. This creates a powerful foundation for sustainable wealth. Chaos is often a precursor to breakthrough. Many of the most significant wealth expansions come right after periods of intense challenge, but only for those who maintain their high frequency through the storm. By staying tuned to prosperity regardless of circumstances, you position yourself to receive the opportunities and solutions that chaos often disguises. Your wealth frequency is ultimately your choice in every moment. External events may invite you to lower your vibration, but you always retain the power to hold your prosperity consciousness. With practice, you'll find yourself automatically maintaining your abundance frequency, even during life's inevitable financial storms. This is when you become truly unstoppable in your wealth creation journey. Lesson 7. The emotional tone of prosperity. True wealth has a distinct emotional signature that goes far beyond the intellectual understanding of abundance or the simple practice of gratitude. This signature is a complex harmony of feelings that creates a magnetic resonance with material prosperity. When you learn to embody this emotional frequency, you naturally draw wealth toward you without strain or struggle. The prosperous emotional tone begins with a deep sense of ease around money and material resources. This isn't the forced positivity of affirmations, but rather a genuine comfort with both having and not having, knowing at your core that you are always supported. Think of how a wealthy person moves through a store or restaurant completely at ease with prices and decisions. This natural comfort creates an energetic invitation for more abundance to flow. Beyond ease lies the vibration of joyful expectancy. This is different from desperate hoping or anxious anticipation. It's the quiet certainty of a child on Christmas Eve who knows wonderful gifts await, combined with the mature wisdom that life's abundance goes far beyond material presence. This emotional frequency attracts synchronicities, opportunities, and resources with an almost magical quality. The prosperity tone also carries a distinct note of graceful generosity. When you truly embody wealth consciousness, giving becomes as natural as receiving. This isn't giving to get or giving until it hurts, it's giving from a genuine overflow of abundance. Notice how truly wealthy people often become philanthropists not from obligation, but because sharing wealth brings them authentic joy. This circulation of positive energy amplifies your prosperity frequency. Perhaps surprisingly, detachment is another key emotional component of the wealth vibration. This isn't cold indifference, but rather a peaceful non-attachment to specific outcomes or timing. When you're operating at this frequency, you can release the desperate grip on how and when abundance should appear. This emotional freedom actually accelerates manifestation because you're no longer blocking the natural flow with anxiety and control. The prosperity emotion includes a subtle but powerful sense of worthiness. This isn't arrogance or entitlement, but rather an unshakable knowing that you deserve to thrive. It's similar to how you feel about breathing. You don't question whether you deserve air, you simply inhale naturally. This same easy worthiness around wealth allows abundance to flow to you without resistance. Learning to sustain this emotional cocktail requires practice and presence. Start by identifying moments when you naturally feel these prosperity emotions, even in small ways. Perhaps it's the feeling of treating a friend to coffee or the ease of paying a bill you once struggled with. Let these moments be your tuning fork, helping you recognize and amplify the authentic frequency of wealth. Pay attention to the subtle differences between genuine prosperity emotions and their counterfeits. Forced positivity, desperate manifestation, or faking abundance feelings actually create resistance to wealth. The true prosperity tone has a relaxed, grounded quality that comes from deep, authentic alignment rather than surface-level pretense. Your emotional state is broadcasting a constant signal to the universe about your relationship with wealth. By consciously cultivating and maintaining the genuine emotional frequency of prosperity, you become a natural attractor for abundance in all its forms. This isn't about manufacturing feelings, but rather allowing yourself to embody the natural emotional signature of wealth that already exists within you. Lesson 8. Staying tuned while taking action. The inner work of maintaining a high prosperity frequency must eventually translate into outer action. Yet this is where many spiritual seekers struggle. They meditate, visualize, and align their energy beautifully, but hesitate to engage with the material world for fear of losing their elevated state. The truth is that conscious action is not separate from spiritual frequency work. It's the natural expression of it. Think of your aligned prosperity frequency as a radio signal that wants to broadcast into physical reality. Taking inspired action is simply allowing that signal to manifest through you. The key is learning to maintain your wealth vibration while engaging in practical business and career activities. This requires developing a new relationship with action itself, one where doing flows naturally from being. When you're truly aligned with the frequency of wealth, you'll feel drawn to take certain actions. These nudges may come as subtle, intuitive hits, unexpected opportunities, or a clear knowing of your next step. The guidance itself carries the same resonance as your prosperity frequency. Learning to recognize and trust these aligned action prompts is crucial. They feel different from ego-driven pushing or fearful forcing. There's an ease and excitement to them, even when they stretch your comfort zone. Your wealth frequency also acts as an internal compass while taking action. Before making business decisions or career moves, tune in to how the potential action feels energetically. Does it maintain or enhance your prosperity vibration, or does it create a sense of constriction and static? Your body will tell you through sensations of expansion or contraction. This frequency checking becomes a practical tool for navigating choices. The biggest challenge is maintaining your wealth frequency during intense activity periods. It's easy to slip into stress, scarcity, or survival mode when dealing with deadlines, difficult people, or financial pressures. This is where your daily frequency practices become essential anchors. Taking brief moments throughout the day to reset your vibration keeps you from getting pulled into lower energies. Something as simple as 3 conscious breaths while holding the feeling of abundance can bring you back to center. Aligned action has a different quality than forced action. When you're in tune with prosperity consciousness, work becomes more flowing and effortless. You'll find yourself in the right places at the right times, meeting the right people, and having conversations that open doors. This synchronicity is a sign that your inner frequency and outer activity are harmonized. The business world tends to glorify hustle and grind, but that approach often creates resistance and blocks the natural flow of wealth. Instead, cultivate the ability to remain relaxed and receptive even while taking bold action. Let your wealth frequency inform how you show up in meetings, handle negotiations, or pursue opportunities. When you maintain that high vibration during business activities, you become magnetic to prosperity. Your aligned actions will also positively impact others' prosperity frequency. As you move through the world in this conscious way, you naturally lift the wealth vibration of those around you. Your presence reminds them of abundance possibilities. This ripple effect is part of how maintaining your personal frequency contributes to the greater field of prosperity consciousness. Think of staying tuned while taking action as a dance between being and doing. The more you practice holding your wealth frequency during activity, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, there's no separation. Your prosperous inner state flows seamlessly into outer expression. This is how you become a living embodiment of wealth consciousness, allowing abundance to move through you into the world. Lesson 9. Protecting your inner signal. Once you've established a strong wealth frequency, protecting that signal becomes paramount. Like a precious radio transmission that must be shielded from interference, your prosperity consciousness requires careful guardianship against the many forces that can disrupt or diminish it. The world is filled with energy vampires, people, situations, and environments that can drain your carefully cultivated abundance frequency. These might be well-meaning friends who constantly complain about money, news media broadcasting economic fear, or toxic workplace dynamics that lower your energetic vibration. Learning to identify these frequency drains is the first step in protecting your inner signal. Your wealth consciousness creates an energetic field around you, much like an electromagnetic bubble. This field needs clear boundaries to maintain its integrity. Start by becoming aware of how different people and environments affect your prosperity frequency. Notice when you feel your abundance mindset wavering or when scarcity thoughts begin creeping in. These moments often indicate that your energetic boundaries have been breached. Creating energetic boundaries doesn't mean cutting yourself off from the world. Instead, it means developing a strong internal core that remains stable regardless of external circumstances. This involves practicing conscious shielding techniques, such as visualizing a golden light surrounding you before entering challenging situations, or mentally declaring "return to sender" when others project their financial fears onto you. Diets and hygiene plays a crucial role in protecting your wealth frequency. Social media feeds filled with materialistic comparisons or doom scrolling through economic predictions can severely impact your prosperity consciousness. Curate your online environment as carefully as you would your physical space. Unfollow accounts that trigger scarcity thinking and seek out content that reinforces your abundant mindset. Physical space clearing is another essential aspect of signal protection. Your home and workspace carry energetic imprints that can either support or undermine your wealth frequency. Regular energy clearing through methods like smudging, sound healing, or simply opening windows to let fresh air circulate can help maintain a high-frequency environment. Pay special attention to areas where you handle money or make financial decisions. The relationship boundaries are perhaps the most challenging but crucial aspect of protecting your prosperity signal. Some people in your life may unconsciously resist your frequency shift toward greater abundance. They might increase their negative money talk around you or try to pull you back into old scarcity patterns. Learning to love these people while maintaining energetic distance is an art that preserves both relationships and your wealth consciousness. The concept of energetic sovereignty is fundamental to protecting your inner signal. This means taking full responsibility for your frequency and refusing to let others' energy fields override your own. Practice regular energy clearing techniques to release any absorbed negative frequencies and strengthen your natural prosperity resonance. Time management becomes a form of frequency protection when you view it through an energetic lens. Rushing, overcommitting, and chronic busyness can create static in your wealth frequency. Build spaciousness into your schedule to maintain energetic clarity. This might mean saying no more often or creating regular periods of quiet reflection to stabilize your abundance vibration. Protection isn't about fear or paranoia, it's about wise stewardship of your energetic resources. Think of yourself as the guardian of a precious frequency that contributes to the greater good. By maintaining strong, clear prosperity consciousness, you become a beacon of abundance that naturally elevates the frequency of those around you while keeping your own signal pure and powerful. Lesson 10. Becoming a constant wealth channel. The ultimate mastery of wealth frequency comes when you transform from someone who occasionally tunes into abundance to someone who constantly embodies and transmits the vibration of prosperity. This profound shift occurs when wealth consciousness becomes your natural state rather than something you need to consciously access. Think of the most prosperous people you know or admire. They don't switch their wealth frequency on and off like a radio. Instead, they've become living channels for abundance, naturally attracting and circulating prosperity through their mere presence. This state isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to commit to maintaining their wealth frequency as a way of being rather than a temporary state. The process begins with understanding that your energy field is always broadcasting, whether you're aware of it or not. Every thought, emotion, and belief around money is continuously sending signals into the universe and affecting your prosperity. When you become a constant wealth channel, you're no longer at the mercy of external circumstances or internal mood shifts. Your prosperity frequency remains stable and strong, much like a powerful radio tower that broadcasts clearly, regardless of weather conditions. This stability comes from integrating all the previous practices until they become automatic. Your wealth frequency clearing becomes instantaneous, your deservingness is unshakable, and your alignment with prosperity is so complete that it requires no conscious effort. You naturally repel lower frequencies that don't match your prosperity consciousness, and you automatically attract opportunities, resources, and connections that resonate with your elevated vibration. Being a constant wealth channel also means becoming a prosperity amplifier for others. Your stable frequency helps elevate those around you, creating a ripple effect of abundance. You'll notice that people naturally seek your presence when they want to expand their own prosperity consciousness, and opportunities for collaboration and mutual growth seemingly appear out of nowhere. The key to maintaining this constant channel lies in your relationship with the present moment. Instead of projecting wealth into some future state or reflecting on past successes, you fully embody prosperity now. This present moment awareness allows you to detect and adjust any frequency fluctuations immediately, maintaining your clear signal of abundance without effort or strain. Your physical reality begins to mirror this constant state of prosperity consciousness. Money flows to you through multiple channels, often in unexpected ways. You'll find yourself making decisions from a place of abundance rather than scarcity, and these choices naturally lead to greater expansion. The universe responds to your unwavering prosperity signal by delivering corresponding experiences and opportunities. Becoming a constant wealth channel also involves a deeper understanding of your role in the greater economy of life. You begin to see yourself as a crucial conduit for universal abundance, responsible for maintaining your frequency not just for personal gain, but as a service to the collective. This perspective shift transforms prosperity from a personal pursuit into a spiritual practice that benefits all. The mastery of constant wealth frequency eventually leads to a state where manifesting prosperity becomes as natural as breathing. You no longer need to work at maintaining your abundant vibration because it has become your authentic nature. This is the state where true financial freedom exists, not just in your bank account, but in your very being. Becoming a constant wealth channel is a gradual evolution. Each moment you maintain your prosperity frequency builds upon the last, creating an increasingly stable and powerful transmission. Your role is simply to stay present, remain open, and allow your natural state of abundance to flow through you and into the world. This is the ultimate expression of wealth consciousness, being so completely aligned with prosperity that you become indistinguishable from the frequency itself.